For this video, I'm going to be teaching you how to do an Adobe After Effects time freeze effect. So you saw that in the preview of what we're going to be making. So yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so we're going to go into File, Import, File, and then this is going to show up here. So that's it, clip, and just know your clip may look horribly low quality as mine does currently. So that doesn't matter though. So what we'll do here is we're going to go drag this clip, just going to click and drag that from our imports up here into this little portrait, and that'll create a new composition with that clip. So if you see up here, you can like move through the clip. This is a really stupendously low quality clip, but anyhow, yeah. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go get an image of the playing card off the internet. So you're going to want the front and back of a card, or you can take a picture. I just took a picture and then mapped it out so it was just over a black background. You don't have to, it just makes it easier and it's a better example. So let me go find that in my... So let me go find that in my imports section. So that's going to be playing card. So as you can see, that's this is what my playing card pictures looked like. You're going to want them, like the plane that these playing cards are on should be parallel completely on at least two axes, as geometry would have it, to the screen, to the camera. So you want them as flat as possible. So then we're going to go drag this into its own composition. And now that we've got our playing card and clip compositions, we're going to go in here and just go over this playing card. We're going to go and drag, we're going to go up here to our rectangle tool, and then go just click and hold and go in and click rounded rectangle tool. Then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go just take this and go over it to get, as you can see, this kind of shape of a playing card. And then what we're going to do is you're just going to click out of this playing card, close that up, and then go take our playing card again from up here and just drag another in. So this playing card is still has both. So what you're going to want to do is, so for this one, if you look, now we just have this part of the playing card, since we used the rounded rectangle tool just to highlight over what we wanted in the footage. And so since we have this new one, where instead like this, everything is highlighted on this, we're going to want to use that tool again, and we're just going to go up here and find that corner and just go, it doesn't have to be perfect, just remember that, because you'll never actually really get it perfect, but get it to be perfect on this thing. But there, so now we've got now we got a playing card and a playing card. So what we're going to do now is we're going to first go up here, just take the center for this playing card and drag it into its center, or it doesn't have to be the perfect center on the playing card. You just want it relatively close to the middle. So on this one, we can get a pretty much perfect center. So now we'll switch back to the clicking tool. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go here. Oh my gosh. 1 second. The layout settings are a little bit wonky. There. One sec. Okay, here you go. So now, if you didn't have that out, you're just going to go down here and expand and collapse right around here where my mouse is. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go in here and you're going to go over to this little box. That's going to be to make it three-dimensional. So you're going to click that, And then if you look, when you click on each of these cards, where we put that center is the new center. So now what we can do is we're going to go switch to the rotating tool. We're just going to rotate each of these cards about 90 degrees. It doesn't have to be completely and totally perfect. Remember that. You don't have to obsess about that. That's for later. So for now, we're just going to try and get these as close as we can. And then we'll take we're going to go back to this tool, the pointer tool, and just move these along the z-axis. And you can see it doesn't look right now because, as you can probably tell, I messed up some of the axes, but it'll be fine. So what we're going to do here is we're going to just keep rotating these, just fixing the errors that were made here. So then we'll go back into this tool. This one's off, but I want to drag this up in this dimension. Try and get these cards to sort of overlap a little bit. And then what I want to do is I want to highlight over both of these so that I can rotate both of them here by just clicking this. So like whenever you want to rotate two objects at the same time and make them look, nice and similar, that's how you would do that. So you're going to switch back, just click one of these, like click out and click one, and then you're going to move this along that dimension until you get something that looks a little bit more like that. And then as you can see, I'm getting a little bit of a weird angle here, so we can sort of just fix that by rotating this until it appears to be behind it completely, and then we'll go back into the other tool. And basically what you're going to be doing here is just sort of easing this card into the position it needs to be in. So like, as you can see, that actually, yeah, that looks pretty good. We'll have to do some tweaking with this, but as you can see, if I start to rotate this thing a little bit more, that looks a little bit better. So what we're going to do now is we got this card and this card. So this card is obviously the back, since as you can see, when I click this, it moves back to the other part of the card. So what we're going to do with the back is we're first, you've got to remember this because a lot of people will forget to do this. You've got to rename it to back. Let's just do card back. And this one we'll do to we'll just do card front. And so now we've got the front and back of the card. And you could do this either way, but I usually prefer to do it so that I would prefer, I think, to say that the card front is the parent. So basically, we're going to say up here, there's this parent area down here. And what you're going to do is you're going to click on this and just go card front, because now when I move the front card, the back card will move with it. Isn't that neat? And then what you're going to do here is you're going to just go sort of rotate this towards the camera, rotate this about 180 degrees, and just sort of see, does this look like there's no space between the two cards? And if you remember, so if you want to move one of the cards closer to the other, all you have to do is click the backing, because that is parented. So you are not actually, oh my gosh, one sec, I gotta switch tools. Wrong tool, folks. You want to move the backing because, as you can tell now, the backing is not parented to, is not the parent. And so, when I move that, I can move it independently of it. And as you can probably tell now, I'm going to have to fix this on that axis because it looks a little bit weird, seeing as it's at a weird angle. And remember, whenever you want to fix the angle of the cards to each other or like their location relative to one another, you're going to use the backing. What you want to do now, what you want to get out of this is that you have two cards so that when you rotate the front, you can see this layer here is the back of the card, just like you would have on a real playing card. That's the front. And then you're going to want it so that these two cards fit closely enough together that one doesn't lay in front of the other at all times, but that at all times you can never see that there's a layer between the two. And so one of them will always be in front of the other. But if you look, when I rotate this, you can see this. And there is one mistake I made, which is, as you can see, bicycle is backwards. So what we're going to do to fix that is we'll just go to our backing. Just bring that, no, we don't want to change the rotation. Just bring that thing down just a hair so that it's only visible on one side. Go back into our rotation tool, see how it looks, and it's pretty good. That looks sufficient. So this is our playing card now. We've got a fully three-dimensional playing card. That's the hard part. Now what you're going to need to do is you're going to go into our clip, go in here, you're going to go into tracker and track camera, okay? Don't do any of these ones, just do track camera, and what it'll do is it'll just start to track the clip. Okay guys, so now that it is finished with the 3D render of the background, what we're going to do is we're going to click render track points so we can see all of the points it found on here. Another thing to notice that it can take quite a while to do this, so a few minutes, don't just, don't be surprised. Okay, so then we'll choose somewhere on the floor, so this looks like a pretty good one since that's pretty constant down there. But yeah, I'll go with this one. So we're gonna go down here, and we're gonna go click that, and then right click and create a null and camera. And so now that we've done that, we should see that as this thing moves around, it moves to where it thinks the point would be. So it's created depth for this thing basically. So now we're gonna go in here, copy our playing card on a Mac, that'd be Command C, and just paste that these two in here. And then what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go just so, as you can see, that looks pretty nice. So you can see if I preview that, it's already moving in a 3D environment. And then, oh yeah, also you're going to want to go click back in your clip and just turn off rendering track points, just because, now you don't need those to be seen. This looks choppy right now, but that's just for now. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go just up here into, one sec. So, yeah, this is going to be the front. So that's our parent. So, here. You're going to want to rename these in here, too. So, front and backing. I have no idea why that didn't show up until now, but you can see that's going to be there. So, we can just move that through 3D space now to sort of like where we want it. So, since I'm throwing the card in this video, what we're going to be doing here is we're going to just sort of move, oh, sorry, one sec. That's good. So we're just going to sort of come in here and just go grab this. And since that's the backing, we don't want that. We want, one sec. Yeah. So we're going to want our front. We're going to move that sort of like just back in this. You want to add in another set. So you can see it came up with card front 2 and card backing 2. So now what we're going to do with this is we're just going to go rotate this thing and just sort of move that back in space. Or so. And there you go. and that'll make it look a little bit better. So then, if we play that, it looks a little bit... The render is coming out a little bit weird right now, but if you do that, it will start to look a little bit more realistic, and yeah, it's gonna be a little bit picky about things sometimes, so you might want to tweak it. But yeah, that's gonna be it. This is how to create a 3D playing card effect, and yeah, this is your final result. So thanks, guys. If you like the video and you like the effects, I can do more tutorials like this. Yeah, I like making these. And yeah, see you in the next video. Thanks for watching, and please like the video and comment if you liked it. Bye.